Grand Cayman.
Georgetown, Grand Cayman is a port of call offering cruisers crystal clear aqua waters and sugar soft white sands. Now, there are a few things to note here that are really important if this is on your itinerary. First is the fact that this is a tender port. That means that cruisers must take a small tender boat, or sometimes called a water shuttle, from the cruise ship to the terminal versus just stepping out onto a pier. This is important to know because while the tendering process sometimes affords a beautiful view like this from ship to terminal, it does add time to your day. Tendering, depending on lines and crowds and the time that you're leaving and coming back, can add even up to 45 minutes each way to your port of call. And that's important because the second thing you should know about Grand Cayman is that for many cruise lines, this is a very short port call. On a recent sailing to Grand Cayman on Carnival Cruise Lines, our day here was only from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And that was further shortened by the fact that when you add in the tendering process and priority passengers getting first dibs on those tender boats, most cruisers can't get foot on land until 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. at the earliest. And with a 3 p.m. departure time, the return to ship time will generally be around 2:15 p.m., making for a really short port day. So normally, while I advocate for cruisers to consider exploring on their own or booking independent excursions, in order to have more flexibility, save money, and have more variety, this is the one port where it is advisable to book a cruise line excursion, because doing so will get you priority tendering and it will maximize your time in port. Plus, you can go up until the latest time possible in the afternoon without having to worry about missing your ship on return, because if you book a cruise line excursion, if it runs late, they will wait for you. There are 3 terminals in Grand Cayman: South, North, and Royal Watler terminals. And they're all very small, basically depositing you into Georgetown, and they're all very close to one another. Transportation here is a little bit different than what cruisers may have experienced at other ports. When you exit the terminal, regardless of which one that you port at, instead of a bustling taxi stand, you'll find local vendors beckoning cruisers to their shuttle service. So instead of individual taxis, cruisers will hop on a shuttle bus, and they do jam-pack these as tight as they'll go, so they're not exactly a comfortable ride, to take you to your desired destination, which in Grand Cayman usually is going to be a beach. While the shuttle service isn't exactly comfortable, you'd think it's cheap, but it's not. It's pretty pricey. Everything in Grand Cayman is pretty expensive. Round-trip transportation to 7 Mile Beach, for example, is $12 per person. The shuttle service that you use to take you to the beach will give you these little cards. It's important to hold on to those and then meet back at the designated location right outside the beach in order to get back on the shuttle to get back to the cruise terminal. Oh, and the shuttles, they're cash only, although U.S. currency is accepted. On this visit, I decided to visit 7 Mile Beach, which is one of the most beautiful and popular beach destinations in Grand Cayman. Grand Cayman is the largest and westernmost of the Cayman Islands, with the other 2 islands being Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. And Grand Cayman is, of course, known for its world-famous beaches. Now, I decided just to do a beach day and take the shuttle here to 7 Mile Beach. Upon arrival, there are local vendors that will rent you umbrellas and chairs, and you can immediately begin enjoying these crystal clear aqua water and soft, white, pristine sand. 2 other very popular beaches in Grand Cayman are Governor's Beach, which is just adjacent to 7 Mile Beach, and Rum Point. It's important to bring adequate cash with you because, like the shuttle service, a lot of the vendors don't take credit cards. And again, I want to emphasize this. Almost everything in Grand Cayman is pretty expensive. But even still, it's worth the money because, wow, look how beautiful.